Do you want to be a Jesus follower? Yes, I know it's difficult, it's demanding, there are challenges. Why don't we learn from the apostles, who are the first followers of Jesus Christ? Welcome to Pathways of Hope. My name is Alvin Fabella. Today, let's reflect on the gospel from Mark 1 and learn from what the apostles did as they chose to be a follower of Jesus Christ. As they passed by the Sea of Galilee, he saw Simon and his brother Andrew casting their nets into the sea. They were fishermen. Jesus said to them, "Come after me, and I will make you fishers of men." Then they abandoned their nets and followed him. He walked along a little farther, and he saw James, the son of Zebedee, and his brother John. They too were in a boat, mending their nets. Then he called them. So they left their father Zebedee in the boat along with the hired men and followed him. There are three things that we can learn from today's gospel on how to be a Jesus follower. Let's go to the story now. Jesus invites over Peter and Andrew. He tells them, "Come after me, and I will make you fishers of men." And a little bit further, he sees James and John, and he extends the same invitation. What is common in Peter, Andrew, James, and John? They were fishermen. They were very simple men. They were not rich, they were not famous, they did not occupy a high government position. They lived a very simple life. And this is the first point that I want to share to all of you. If you want to hear God clearly, aim for a simple life. Live a simple life. Because sometimes when we're too busy, it blocks our vision of the Lord. Sometimes in the midst of our hectic schedule, we're not able to hear God clearly. So aim and live a simple life so that you may hear and follow Jesus Christ. The second point that we can learn from the gospel is to be ready. Peter and Andrew were fishing when Jesus invited them over. James and John, they were also mending their nets. They were also busy at that time. But Jesus chooses to call them right at that moment. Because we have to be ready. For us to be followers of Jesus Christ, we should always be prepared. We should be ready. Because God calls us to redirect us. God calls us to put us in the right perspective. God will disturb us so that we can set our priorities straight. So always be ready. Always be prepared. And the last point on how to be a follower of Jesus Christ is this. Be action-oriented. When Jesus called Peter and Andrew, they left everything and followed him. When Jesus called James and John, they left their father Zebedee and the hired men and followed Jesus Christ. Because there's a big difference between wanting to be a disciple and being an actual disciple. There's a difference between wanting and doing. So always be action-oriented. This 2021, make a decision and be a disciple. Follow Jesus Christ. To be a follower of Jesus Christ, I suggest these three things. Live simply, be ready, and be action-oriented. If you were blessed by today's episode, please like and share it to your friends. Help us to be a pathway of hope to others. God bless your week.